smacking you in the face on a Blackout Wednesday. Ready for another great conversation. St. Louis Shakespeare Festival is presenting Christmas Carol, the remix, and we got Tom Ridgely on the Zoom call now. I like saying that better than on the line. It sounds a little bit more fluent, on the Zoom call. Tom, how are we doing?
I'm doing great. Is Blackout Wednesday what they call today?
There's a couple of different terms here in Alton, but Blackout Wednesday was the most appropriate for the broadcast today.
I love it. People are going to go out and have a good time tonight. Is that the idea?
Yes, Uber and Lyft, by the way. Use your rideshare services or a local designated driver, too. Yeah. Thank you for that. I'm glad you brought that up so I could disclaimer that after I led that in. Tom, good morning. James and I were talking a little bit about the Christmas Carol remix, and it sounds really, really cool. Fill me in on this.
It's awesome. I mean, it's a musical, very contemporary hip hop inspired musical version of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And, the whole thing is sung, rapped, danced through. I mean, it's just brilliant because it's so fresh and funny, but it also is the story of A Christmas Carol, which is just so moving and uplifting and just never gets old because we're always hoping that there's a chance that we can start again and do things over. And they've really done it with this. It was a big hit up in Chicago for like 10 years, and it was down here last year, a big hit for us, so we brought it back.
This is incredible. And you know what I think's great about the Christmas Carol? We're all, in a way, Scrooge at some point in the Christmas season. It's not like we're full on Ebenezer, but we're getting a little grouchy, maybe a little bitchy, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, that moment hits you, and it's like it always connects with me because I feel like we all get in that point. But you guys started yesterday, correct?
Yeah, it was our first show, sold out. People loved it.
No way.
Great energy.
So take me through that. What were the audience's reactions to it? Did you get some feedback?
Oh, yeah. I mean, people walking out just grinning ear to ear. That was so much
that
fun.
That is the feedback,
they're just smiling and laughing the whole time. Because the thing is it's like getting shot out of a cannon. These four actors, dancers, singers, they just start and it doesn't stop for 85 minutes. And it's just rhyme after rhyme after rhyme after joke after little Tim, Scrooge. It's just a beautiful, beautiful story. So people were surprised, I think, more than anything. Like, wow, that was something like you've never seen before.
Well, and how is the remix able to, and these new adaptations, with some new, songs and some new things going on there to it with some modernization, does it flow well with the original concept of A Christmas Carol, or are there some abrupt changes to it?
I mean, it's amazing because it both is exactly A Christmas Carol, like all the same moments, all the same stories. It's identical. Like they've kept everything. They've just updated it.
That's incredible.
And made it feel fresh and contemporary and not like this, this old timey sort of Victorian England kind of world. It feels like St. Louis in 2024. But the human part of it, which is just that idea of like, oh man, like I regret some of my choices, some of the roads I've taken. I wish I could go back and say I was sorry or do things over. I mean, we all have those experitions.
I wish I wouldn't have missed the Tucker.
Live that out. Says, oh, you can. It's never too late.
I wish I wouldn't have missed the Tucker exit. I wish I wouldn't have driven on Market Street and ruined my car. All those things. No, I'm just kidding. But
you can get a do-over.
Tom, I love the fact that this is really brought back to life and really just energized this story because it's one of those where I love to see new generations' takes on things. And we're at this point now where the Metro East area, and I don't know about you guys in the St. Louis portion, but over here in Alton and Edwardsville and all these places, man, we have like a renaissance of really great artists and entertainers and performers. Like it's really, really unique to see. And over in St. Louis, I'm sure it's no different.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I think we had some time on our hands. I think more than anything, we're just looking around and thinking things can be different. Things can be better. Let's imagine it for a second. Let's create something that is a little bit better than what we see when we're just kind of going through our days. So, I mean, that's what artists do.
Right.
They sort of do that kind of imagining for us and put it up there and say, oh, it could be like this if we wanted it to be.
So take me through where we can see this at. Where's the venue?
It's in Grand Center. We're just like a block east from the Fox or the
Gotcha.
Symphony or Jazz St. Louis. It's at a place called the Dotsack Theater, which is just, like I said, 2 blocks east of Grand. And it's great. There's a restaurant that's attached to it called Turn by David Kirkland. So you can come early and have dinner. He's doing like a special holiday menu. There's a bar. You can come have a drink. The show's short. It's only 85 minutes.
Oh, nice.
One act, no intermission.
God love you.
Right?
Because you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes those get a little bit too long and it's like, how do we block this out? And I think it's honestly, it creates a perfect date night really for so many couples and honestly just friends to go out and have fun in the holiday season.
Totally. It's great. Yeah. To grab, friends, family, loved ones. There was a group of like 10 people there last night. I don't know who they were, but they, really got a gang together to come down and check it out. And yeah, there's plenty of time to, grab a drink before or go out, grab a bite after and talk about it. That's what it's really about is like, and just a chance to get together this time of year with folks you haven't seen for a while, do something fun, fresh, new, exciting.
And
make a night of it.
Well, and 100%. And with that, too, I didn't realize that the music on this is actually by an acclaimed composer.
Yeah, if you've seen the show The Bear, this guy's racking up Emmys for the music on that show. But it's by this group out of Chicago called the Q Brothers. And they cut their teeth doing these hip hop adaptations of Shakespeare because they saw all the connections between the rhyme and the rhythm and these sort of epic stories, sometimes funny, sometimes wild, and the hip hop culture. And so they did that, a bunch of different versions of those, and then tried their hand at Dickens. And honestly, I think it's the smartest, best adaptation that they've done.
Well, and honestly, it's got to be done in a way that, you got to almost be perfect when you're adapting this because so many people know the story that you could really go on a detour here. And that's a really big testament to this. But I got to ask you, there's something in this prep sheet, man, that is just like sticking to me. What? There's a DJ on stage.
Yeah, the whole thing is mixed live by a DJ.
This is incredible.
It's 2 turntables and 4 microphones. There's 4 MCs in this show. That's it. 5 people on stage making the whole story happen. But you're so right. The fact that people know it makes it even more fun because you get the story.
Right.
You get everything that happens to Scrooge happens in this. But you get that version and you get their twist on it at the same time. So that you get the familiar and the sort of the new surprising all at once. And that's what's really fun about it.
How much do tickets cost?
They start at $35, but we're doing pay what you can tonight. If you want to come out, if you want to start your Blackout Wednesday early.
There we go.
You can start it with us. But there's lots of different versions. You can get a table, which is a nice kind of like VIP experience if you want, or you can just grab one of the general admission seats. Lots of different options. You can add on the dinner if you want. You can make it a package deal.
There's for parties of 4 with those table packages, it has a complimentary Schlafly 6-pack in there too. That's cool.
Yeah, man. Get a 6-pack of beer. And there's a bar there too that's got wine and mixed drinks. So whatever your poison is.
There you go. And honestly, I didn't realize how many people the Shakespeare St. Louis Shakespeare Festival, reached every year. I mean, this is incredible. 50,000 people.
Yeah, I mean, Shakespeare in the Park is huge. It's been around 25 years. It's free. It's one of the biggest festivals between either coast.
Wow.
We've had the largest audiences for Shakespeare anywhere in the world. Beautiful night in June, a Saturday, Friday, weekend night. We can have 5,000-6,000 people out there. And that's not happening in New York or
Hell
London
no, it ain't. Well, and that's what I think. This is why I love talking to folks in St. Louis and the St. Louis area, too, on both sides, man, because we're getting to this point where we're all starting to realize we don't need to fly to New York and L.A. to be successful. We have some really great scenes and spots right here that we can bring that national spotlight to like you guys are doing.
Yeah, especially theater, with the Shakespeare Festival and the Muni and the Fox and the Rep and Stages and the Black Rep. I mean, it's just, there's so much really high quality theater in St. Louis.
How long have you been with Shakespeare, the St. Louis Shakespeare Festival?
Since 2018.
Wow. Take me through your time.
Yeah.
What's your time been like with it?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, like I said, St. Louis is a theater town.
Yeah.
There's culture, there's history that is tough to beat. And so we've been able to try all sorts of just wild new things. I mean, we started taking a touring Shakespeare in the Park show all around. We go to Edwardsville.
Yep.
We'd love to get to Alton.
Yep.
But we go to East St. Louis and Belleville. We're trying to get all over the metro area because, once you get a taste of this, it's just, you get hooked.
What I think's hilarious too, man, is like we act like we're like 800 miles apart. Sometimes it's like, man, I got to drive all the way over to St. Louis. It's like, dude, it's quicker to get to St. Louis than it is to get to Collinsville from here. You know what I'm saying? Like we're
it's
so
quicker
close.
to get to Collinsville than it is to get to, I don't know, Chesterfield.
Eureka, name it.
Right, yeah.
But Tom, take me through the cast before I let you go, because I want to make sure we give them the love and praise if it's cool, and make sure we can shout them out for our news write-up.
Yeah, well, directed and choreographed by Steph Paul, written by the Q Brothers Collaborative. It's starring Vic, Maya, Mo, Mel, and Ryan Armstrong, who's a St. Louisan from out in the county. Grew up, born and raised here, moved to Chicago, has been killing it up there for a while. Worked on this original production at Chicago Shakespeare Theater. But this is sort of his hometown homecoming, and he's playing Scrooge.
That's awesome.
He gets to go on the ride, and he's really incredibly
Man,
talented.
that's incredible. That's really good for him, though. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Before I let you go, is there one point in the show that you're going to tell people to kind of keep an eye out for? Is there one teaser you can give us before I say so long on this Blackout Wednesday?
There's a surprise that comes towards the end, and every night it's different. It's never the same twice. So that is the beauty and the fun of live theater right there. It's an actor on a tightrope without a net, and it's pretty cool to watch.
Awesome, man. Hey, Tom, thank you so much for your time. I hope all goes well. This is going to run. When does the shows end?
Through the 22nd. So right up until Christmas, essentially.
There you go. Go have some fun. What's the website so we can get our tickets?
stlshakes.org.
There we go. Tom Ridgely, thank you so much for your time. The Christmas Carol, A Christmas Carol, the remix. I do get paid to do this job by the St. Louis Shakespeare Festival. Tom Ridgely joining us by Zoom. We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show on your Blackout Wednesday morning on Roku TV and RiverBender.com right after this one.